Good morning students, hope all you are good. So let's start. Our today topic is tenses. First of all, try to understand what is tense. Students, tense is the time described by a verb. Tense is the time described by a verb. Students, tense is a verb form. Tense is a verb form that shows the time of an action. Tense is a verb form that shows the time of an action. Basically, the tense are divided into three parts: present, past and future. Present, past and future. But the verbs have been further classified as present indefinite, past indefinite, future indefinite. You can also say simple present, simple past and simple future. Next one is present continuous, past continuous and future continuous. And the next one is present perfect, past perfect and future perfect. And the last one is present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous and future perfect continuous. So students, the tense are divided into 12 parts. We will discuss one by one later on, but today we will discuss indefinite tense, or you can say simple tense. So students, let's discuss simple tense, or you can say indefinite tense. Students, as I told you that simple present, simple past and simple future. Let's discuss simple present. Students, we use simple present tense for repeated action, daily routines, habits and scientific and universal truth. We use simple present tense for repeated action, daily routines, habits, universal or scientific truth. Let's discuss its structure. First, subject plus V1. V1 means first form of the verb plus object. Subject plus V1 plus S or ES plus object. Students, there is one thing to remember when the subject is singular. Let me repeat. When the subject is singular or he, she, it, we use S or ES with V1. Let me repeat again. When the subject is singular or he, she, it, we use S or ES with V1. Let's discuss with an example. If I say he goes to school, subject he, go verb, we use es because the subject is he. This is object. In the next example, they go to school. In this example, subject, verb and object. We don't use es because the subject is plural. So when the subject is he, she, it or singular, we use s or es with the verb. The next one is simple past. Students, we use simple past tense to show that action happened in the past. To show that action happened in the past. The structure is subject plus V2 plus object. Let's discuss with an example. Subject V2 plus object. V2 means second form of the verb. Student, the last one is simple future. The last one is simple future. We use simple future tense to show future action. To show future action. Structure is subject, will or shall plus V1 plus object. Let's discuss with an example. I subject, shall teach English. I subject, shall, V1 plus object. They subject, will, teach V1, science object. There is one thing also remember when the subject is I or we. When the subject is I or we use shall. When the subject is other, we use will. So this is the structure of simple tense, or you can say indefinite tense. Hope you will understand this tense. Later on, I'll discuss with you continuous and perfect tense. Thank you, students. Good morning, students. Hope all you are good. As we know that we were discussing tenses. In previous part, we have discussed indefinite tense. In today's part, we will discuss continuous tense. So let's start continuous tense. Students, as I told you that tenses are divided into three parts: present, past and future. And we will discuss continuous tense in three parts: present continuous, past continuous and future continuous. First of all, we will discuss present continuous tense. Students, present continuous tense is used when we wish to say that something is happening now, at this moment. It is used when we wish to say that something is happening now, at this moment. Here is some rule. When the subject is I, we use helping verb am plus V1 plus ing plus object. For example, I am teaching English. I subject, am helping verb, teaching, teach V1 plus ing, teaching, English object. But when the subject is he, she, it or singular, when the subject is he, she, it or singular, we use helping verb is. We use helping verb is plus V1 plus ing. For example, he is teaching English. He subject is helping verb, V1 plus ing, teaching, object, English. And when the subject is we, you, they and plural, we, you, they and plural, we use helping verb are plus V1 plus ing plus object. For example, they are teaching English. They subject, subject means doer. Students, subject means doer. They subject are helping verb, teaching, V1 plus ing plus object. This is present continuous tense. Next one is past continuous tense. Students, past continuous tense refers to a continuing action that was happening at some point in the past. That was happening at some point in the past. Here is some rule. Students, when the subject is singular, I, he, she, it. When the subject is singular, I, he, she, it, we use was. We use helping verb was plus V1 plus ing. For example, I was teaching English. I subject, was helping verb, V1 plus ing plus object. He was teaching English. He subject, was helping verb, teaching, V1 plus ing, teach plus ing, teaching, English object. Students, there is one thing remember, in present continuous tense we use am with I. But in past continuous use, we don't use am with I. We use was with I. In past continuous tense, this thing to be remembered. Whether the subject is I, he, she, it or singular subject, we use was helping verb was in past continuous tense. Or when the subject is we, you, they or plural. We, you, they or plural, we use helping verb were. we use helping verb were plus V1 plus ing. For example, they were teaching English. They subject were helping verb teaching V1 plus ing plus object. This is past continuous tense. Next one is future continuous tense. Students, future continuous tense is used for an action that will be continue at some time in the future. It is used for an action that will be continuing at some time in future. Here is some rule. I, we. When the subject is I, we use shall be plus V1 plus ing. When the subject is I and we use shall plus be plus V1 plus ing. For example, I shall be teaching English. I subject shall be. In future tense, there is one thing to be remembered, then we use be with shall or will. V1 plus object. But when the subject is others, we use will plus be plus V1 plus ing plus object. He will be teaching English. They will be teaching English. He subject will be teaching V1 plus object. They subject will be teaching V1 plus ing plus English. Hope this will help you to understand continuous tense. Thank you, students.